Another lovely afternoon here at StroudLoud. Well, we've made it to the 1st of July, folks, and it has just been outstanding weather, and these plants are doing remarkably well. They're well on their way. I'm doing a little bit of training now with some bamboo rods and trying to bring the limbs down out around these cages, which we'll talk about in another episode. Today's episode really all has to do with pests and what to put on your plants that's still 100% organic that will take care of the problem. So let's get into it.
There is peace and growing.
What I want to talk a little bit about today are some organic methods to take care of things that we just all hate to deal with. There are certain pests out there that can create lots of havoc with your plants. Caterpillars, grasshoppers, worms, aphids. There are a ton of things that just really can do damage to a plant in very, very little time. So other than the natural beneficial insects that we will talk about in another episode, which totally take care of a lot of those pests, things like ladybugs, praying mantises, dragonflies. I mean, these are the carnivores of the insect world, and they get into your plants, it's a good thing. They will devour anything that's not friendly and dangerous to your plants. But back to spray, as you know, again, we are all organic here, and these three sprays I wanted to talk about in particular because it's really all I've ever used, and I am just a real big believer trying to stay organic. When you start spraying stuff on plants, that's when the questions really start to arise. So first of all, I want to start off with the neem product. Now this is pure compressed neem. This is not like what you would find in your local gardening shop or hardware store of a spray that contains neem. There is a real big difference. This is 100% compressed neem oil that you actually mix with warm water and a little bit of soap just to allow it to mix up nicely and actually have it adhere to your plants. The name of the product actually is neem oil organic leaf polish, because I will say one thing: when you're done spraying with this, the plants look like they're ready for the cameras. I mean, they are stars. They're shiny, they look beautiful, and it's really quite impressive to see how they come out. Now, the neem oil comes from a native tree that's out of India, believe it or not, and it comes from the neem seed. But this stuff is extremely functional. It's very powerful, and it definitely takes care of any kind of pest that you may have. Back in the day, I used to use neem oil once a week on my plants. Every night after the sun went down, I would make sure that I would drench both the top and the bottom of the leaves with neem oil while they were in their vegetative state. You don't want to use neem oil during the flowering stage because of its strong, potent smell. It could affect the overall terpenes and the flavor and the smell of your final bud. So I would suggest sticking away from neem during flowering stage, but a very good organic product to use during your vegetative state. Now, one of the things about neem that's a disadvantage is it's kind of messy to deal with. I mean, mixing it, you take about 3 to 4 ounces in a gallon of water in a spray jug. It's just everything is sticky and messy. And quite frankly, I've eaten up about 3 or 4 spray bottles with this stuff because it does start building up in the nozzle spray. And it's just kind of difficult to deal with. But for what it does, it was always worth the headache. I'm going to move on now to something I discovered last year, and I started using this during the flowering stage, but it is a spray that can be used the full term of your grow. This is the first year that I've actually used this during the full term, but this is what's called Lost Coast Plant Therapy. Again, another 5-star product out of the Humboldt County region, but After discovering this, truly my life has changed on how I take care of pests on my flowers and on my plants. So I use this now as early as when they're, just a few inches tall in a 1-gallon pot, all the way through to flowering stage. This is a completely organic product, very simple to use. There is no terrible stench. If anything, it has this overwhelming peppermint spray smell to it, which is really quite good. But when I used it last year, it was really amazing the way that it kept the bad bugs at bay. So I highly recommend this. So far this year, this is all I've used. I've used no neem oil this year for the first time, but I have been very impressed with this product, and I've been using it about once a week. Just as a preventative maintenance on the plants, which is what you really should do. You should get into that kind of routine. You don't want to spot pests and then treat them. You want to prevent the pests from coming. And Lost Coast Plant Therapy is a remarkable product. You probably aren't going to find it at your average grow shop or your big box stores, but they are available online, both on their own website. I think Amazon has it, but I found Amazon to be a little bit more expensive. But Lost Coast Plant Therapy, it's really a one and done type product. I'm going to go all year with it, just this, and if it does do its thing, so far it has. Not that I want to retire the neem product, but it was just kind of nasty to work with. Works well, but just kind of sticky and smelly. Now, everybody out there, I'm sure, are familiar with caterpillars and worms. That can be a serious problem with a cannabis plant. I tell you what, you can go away from your girls for 2 or 3 days, and you've got a few worms on there, a few caterpillars, they'll devastate the plant in a matter of 2 or 3 days. It's really important that you stay on top of it. From my understanding, most of the caterpillars and the worms that come around from these little white butterflies that fly around during, early May all the way through June and July. They land on the plants and they actually lay their eggs, and those eggs turn into those caterpillars. So if you find one caterpillar on your plants, trust me when I tell you, you got 10 or 15. There's never just one. I did find one caterpillar on my LSD plant. Of all the plants that they wanted to pick on, they picked on her. But I only found one, and it was a very healthy worm. Of course, I eradicated it. And now what I'm going to do this evening is spray all of my girls, because I found one. There's going to be more. They're very hard to find. The best way to look for caterpillars and the best way to eradicate caterpillars is always going to be by hand, but you have to find them. And when your plants are real bushy and just lots of limbs, lots of leaves, that's kind of hard to do. So I have always turned over to this Monterey BT. Now, this is a magnificent product. It is OMRI certified. It is 100% organic, but this stuff is no joke. If you've got a problem with caterpillars, spray one night, drench your plants, top of the leaves, bottom of the leaves, just drench it. What happens is that these caterpillars will start to munch on your leaves, and as soon as they ingest it, it is almost instantaneously. It works on their nervous system. They get to the point where they can't eat, and they just pretty much shake to a dead roar. I have found the carcasses of caterpillars in my plants after using these, and it was really fascinating to see. So BT is your go-to for caterpillars and worms. And right now, folks, we are in the season for caterpillars and worms. So you got to be diligent, be looking at the plants. I had one caterpillar on my plant, and I've been faithfully using this Lost Coast Plant Therapy. So you're always going to have something get in through your iron gate, if you will. But one caterpillar so far on these 4 lovely plants, I think, is respectable. You're never going to go without finding one. You're going to always find one. But I'm hoping that I'm going to keep it down to just that one. So tonight I'm going to spray with the BT, all the plants, make sure they get really wet and good. And that should take care of any larvae, any caterpillars that are on the plants that I just didn't see. So again, when spraying your plants, you want to do it at night. You definitely want to do it after the sun is down. So if you do it in the morning, do it early in the morning. You want your plants to really dry thoroughly before they get under direct sun if you've done any kind of foliar feeding or foliar spraying. So the best way to stay organic, truly folks, are these three products right here. Now again, I have reason to believe that plant therapy is all I'm ever going to need, including the need of BT. I only got one caterpillar. I may not get any more, but I'm not going to take the risk this year. I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot of BT. And if you spray once or twice during a grow season with BT, I don't think that's a bad thing. As we speak, I see this white butterfly flying around my yard, and he's probably landing on everything other than my cannabis girls, thank God. But those are what you want to watch out for. So neem oil, still a fantastic product. You really only want to use it about once a week, and you want to definitely use it when your plants are in veg state. You don't want to use it when you're going into flower. Lost Coast plant therapy, something you can use from beginning to end. It has no real bad side effects to your flower, no strange smells or tastes, and so much easier to work with, easy to clean up, and it just is a dream when one's used to using neem oil. Lost Coast plant therapy comes in and it is like, hallelujah, it works. And then BT, that's the badass stuff. If you got a caterpillar, you got more than one. Use BT late at night, drench that plant, it'll take care of your problem. Folks, I just really wanted to thank you a lot. My subscribership is way up. You seem to hear the call, and I really appreciate it. For all you out there who have subscribed, I thank you immensely from the bottom of my heart. This channel is definitely starting to work for sure. If you've already subscribed, please tell a friend about the channel for sure. I would like to keep this momentum up, and I'm not going to harp too much on it because I did that in the last few episodes. But believe me when I tell you, I feel the love. I appreciate you. It's a great thing to have you viewers out there getting some great comments, and it really allows me to keep pushing forward on these videos, knowing that you folks are out there and listening for sure. Since I've got your undivided attention, folks, I would sure love the opportunity for you guys just to listen for the next 2.5 minutes. I've created another song. These are lyrics that I've written completely and utterly under a state of the StroudLoud influence, which is always a great thing. But with the help of AI, I was able to put this together in a video format, which will hopefully be a little bit easier for you to palate. But listen to the words. It all has to do with growing cannabis at home in your backyard organically. This is what my passion is. I believe that most of you out there have the same passion that I do. But let me know if I'm barking up the wrong tree. Let me know if this music actually states something. This is the first year that all the music you hear on StroudLoud is original and custom made for this channel. So with that being said, let me introduce you to the latest hit from StroudLoud Productions, May I Ask You?
There is something I need to ask you. Come over here in the shadows and let me take a few. I am sure you feel the same way, but I'm here to ask you anyway. What is it about ganja flower that gives us all the power? Sweet and sticky, the bud is not picky. It takes care of all our ailments as it hits our hearts almost as an impalement. Let the ganja flower do its magic. While it allows us to become fanatic, life can be chill, don't take a pill. StroudLoud is here to help you fulfill. As years have gone by, the cannabis culture fights to become high. Laws come and go as your grow is kept on the down low. Enjoy what God has given us in a form without man's intervention. Although I'm sure with good intention, it's the flower in its natural form that you enjoy and should make your noise. Spread the word, let the world know. StroudLoud is here to set the tone, organically grown and true down to the bone. Follow and subscribe to help us thrive. There is peace